Kai's like, no boy, Malibu was my last supper. I fucked her in rush hour traffic. Everybody screaming, gang, gang, gang. Before come and get you, you go tell on the whole gang. She said, can she fuck me with my diamond chain? If I ain't in the back, then I'm unemployed. About to go get some money or go spend some money. They stopped me in the airport, had too many bitches on me. They don't want you to live. They don't want you to bob. They put a smile on your face. Yeah, they ain't pay for you to fall. No boy, Malibu was my last supper. I fucked her in rush hour traffic. Everybody screaming, gang, gang, gang. Before come and get you, you go tell on the whole gang. She said, can she fuck me with my diamond chain? If I ain't in the back, then I'm unemployed. About to go get some money or go spend some money. They stopped me in the airport, had too many bitches on me. They don't want you to live. They don't want you to bob. They put a smile on your face. Yeah, they ain't pay for you to fall. No boy, Malibu was my last supper. I fucked her in rush hour traffic. Everybody screaming, gang, gang, gang. Before come and get you, you go tell on the whole gang. She said, can she fuck me with my diamond chain? If I ain't in the back, then I'm unemployed. About to go get some money or go spend some money. They stopped me in the airport, had too many bitches on me. They don't want you to live. They don't want you to bob. They put a smile on your face. Yeah, they ain't pay for you to fall. No boy.
Chevy Silverado drivers will do a lot in the next 5 years for their families, for their communities. But here's one thing they won't do: pay interest on their new truck. For a limited time, get 0% financing for 5 years on all 2026 Silverado 1500 models with no payments until after Labor Day. Take on new adventures, make new memories, and leave the interest behind. Chevrolet. Together, let's drive.
We're challenging the standard of what comes standard. With the next generation GMC Terrain Elevation. What we choose to challenge, we challenge completely. Current eligible lessees can get this low mileage lease on this 2026 Terrain Elevation for around $299 per month. We are professional grade.
Welcome back to Talk with Flea. I got a real special guest today. Not just one of my favorite comedians, if not my favorite comedian. Big deal in the comedy world. Not just that, period. His podcast, 5150. He came to my comedy show in New York, tore that motherfucker down. My brother's in the building. Corey Holcomb. What's up, baby?
What's up?
What's good, man? What's happening?
Glad to be here to kick it with you today, man.
Nah, I appreciate it, man. I just want to get straight to it. Is there any hoes you respect?
Not a lot. And the ones I do, they done put the work in to get it.
Yeah, so, being that, what work did they actually put in though?
I guess the best way to put it, they hold back.
I got my favorite comedian, big deal in the comedy world. Not just that, period. His podcast, a real special guest today. Not just one of my favorite comedians, if not my favorite comedian. Big deal in the comedy world. Not just that, period. His podcast, 5150. He came to my comedy show in New York, tore that motherfucker down. My brother's in the building. Corey Holcomb. What's up, baby?
What's up?
What's good, man? What's happening?
Glad to be here to kick it with you today, man.
Nah, I appreciate it, man. I just want to get straight to it. Is there any hoes you respect?
Not a lot. And the ones I do, they done put the work in to get it.
Yeah, so, being that, what work did they actually put in though?
I guess the best way to put it, they hold back how they really feel real good. That's how you win with me. If you speak your mind and you're a female, that's really a step backwards. And like I say, if you know anything about my comedy, I'm always in a situation where the women around me need me. Everybody is not on their feet. If it's a female around me, she needs me.
Right.
Any woman who can stand on her own 2 feet, that's a no-no. So don't waste your time with that.
So it's safe to say you like females with low self-esteem.
Not low self-esteem, it's low income.
Okay.
That's the word.
Okay.
If they got money, man, they speak their mind, and that is a problem in a relationship.
Why don't you like opinionated hoes?
Because like I'm trying to be honest and be blunt while I'm talking to you. If you have an opinion, is it going to make me money? Is it going to take care of me? When you're talking, I'm tolerating you most of the time.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, unless it's a way we can get some money. Other than that, what are you talking about?
I agree with you. See, the thing is with me, and the reason why I love your show and love what you do is because for me, I feel the same way. I'm still single because if you don't bring something to the table, I can't share this with you. I don't like really sharing my wealth and my hard work for you to feel opinionated. You just verbalize it better than I do, because when I come across, I seem like I'm an asshole, I'm rude. But that's why I'm not with anybody, because I feel like, why the fuck should I work this hard for you to tell me how I should be living? I call it, and then you know another ththing is I call it needy and nasty. when you think you could talk to me crazy and then later on ask me for a favor. Yeah, because you're gonna be needy, but last week you was nasty. Yeah. So therefore I totally get where you're coming from. I just want to see if I be bugging out, but you explained it well.
No, you ain't never bugging, and especially don't ever let one of the ladies you smash and think you bugging. Right. Their job is to try to make you think you're bugging. Right. But that's okay. I get where you're coming from. Here's the thing. I want you to put on your hair you acquired, your makeup you acquired, your eyelashes you acquired, and look cute while you're with me. That's basically what you can do once we get out to bed, because that helped raise my stock. Well, last night at my show, it was one of my mid-level looking chicks, and I was very upset when she made her presence known to the other chick, because they both mid-level looking. Yeah, I'm saying mid-level looking. Yeah, they do other things good.
5, 6. Yeah, luckily they're 5 or 6, but it
can't brag on them. As long as you be quiet and act like you cool, everybody be all right, you know what I'm saying? But they got loud because they both came back to the green room, and I didn't want to tell one of them you can't come in the green room, and when they was both in there, you felt the pressure. And I was like, what's wrong with y'all? Y'all not even the main one. And you know you're not the main one. Right. So why would you be mad at this person? This person could help you with your landlord. Because one girl, she good with talking to landlords. I mean, this is a network I'm trying to put together out here with all you ladies who ain't found your way yet. If we all come together and stop being jealous about everything, y'all all get the same $200-$300 cash out. What's the problem?
So we're going to stay there, but I want to just jump on pause what you were saying, because I had somebody I used to deal with on last week's episode. We haven't spoken in a while.
Is this a girl, right?
Female partner. Female I used to deal with. And we're not, we have a mutual friend who thought she should come on the show, and we try to mediate our problems. And then that's when it came down to, I just said, I figured out what's wrong. You always thought you was number one. You was a fourth option. And then that's what really it sunk into her, that she wasn't the first option. And the whole shit ended worse than what it was in the first place.
Hey, Cam, listen to me. Every man who is over 40 years old, there's no way in the world you should have never had a conversation with 2 of the girls you're messing with on the phone. It's time to graduate. Everybody, you can't hide everybody from everybody. Once you're a certain age, we get older. Y'all think on our heart. We're not who we used to be. Right. You have to see what happens when you throw the 2 pit bulls in the room together. If they go fight.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what I've been trying to tell niggas.
And what they argue over most of the time, it be so petty. Right. I be telling them, listen, I know you don't have friends. I'm bringing a friend with me. Let's all go get something to eat together instead of me spending gas, dropping her off, and come get you later.
Hey, would you like your very own Shopify store? We're literally and completely free, by the way. We are live streaming right now. If you click the link that you see below this, we are live streaming. My brother Adrian and I, we're two of Shopify's.
But this is how the game really go. We don't have our hoes merged, gentlemen. Once we have acquired a certain level of education, once we have acquired a certain level of money, there's just no way at least 3 of your hoes don't know about each other. This is ridiculous.
Right.
This is ridiculous.
Right.
How can you face the world knowing that everybody think they special? No, you're special as a group. Without one of you, the other one's useless.
You ever thought about putting a class together so niggas can understand this shit? Because a lot of niggas don't get it.
Let's do it.
I think that's what we should
If
do.
me and you did it, then people would validate it more because of what you do versus what I do. Let's do it. I have a class.
Exactly.
I have people everywhere I go. There be so many people saying, Corey, you know what? People be thinking you bugging, man, but you really be giving the game, and it helped me in my life. Right. And I learned this well, I didn't learn it all, but one day when I was talking to this dude, y'all probably know him. He go by the name of Gorgeous Drake. Y'all know who that is?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I know he is.
Yeah, my man right there, man. When I linked up with him and I learned some of the game he was talking, it let me know it is people like this who think the same way. It's just masculinity and things like that. We train that's bad. It's not bad. I'm not gonna be out here acting like you're the only girl I'm messing with. And I'm talking about I do this with my girl. I love to care about my main girl.
Right.
But you know what I'm saying? I don't bring her around the 5s and 6s. You know what I'm saying?
I totally agree. Listen, that's
just because it offset everything. When they see her, they be like, "Oh, I see why she number one." Yeah, right.
No, I totally get it because that's the thing with me too. If you see, you know what it is. When I was younger, I was in a relationship, and I said to myself, "Once I get out of this, I'm not lying to no more hoes." I said, "Once I get out of this, I'm not lying," because I used to be scared. You know, when you see their number, and they be like, "I just left the hotel. This bitch knew I left the hotel." Yeah. And you see the number pop up. Once I got out of it, I said, "I'm not lying. I'm gonna fuck other bitches, and you need to understand that it will work better if you like bitches too." If you don't, then I understand that. I'm gonna keep you out that scenario, but I'm not. I don't want to eat. I said this on my other show. I don't give a fuck if you filet mignon. I may want a turkey sandwich sometime. I may want a BLT. Yeah, I don't always want. I don't give a fuck. I'll get a steak, lobsters, whatever seafood, whatever your favorite food is. I may want a ham and cheese. I don't want filet mignon every day forever. That's just me.
That's well put, man.
Thank you, man. We need to get this classic.
Also, real shit. That shit'll fuck around and kill you too. Eating the same shit all the time. Oh shit, here we go.
Y'all let me know in the comments if y'all like this. We'll start the indictments with the juicier parts because I want y'all to answer this question. Wait a minute. Did they get paid or did they not get paid? This prosecution arises from a coordinated execution-style gang murder. At trial, the evidence will show that defendant Banks directed and financed 6 hitmen, including defendants Wilson and Lindsay, to travel across the country to hunt and kill an enterprise rival, TB. Once the co-conspirators arrived in Los Angeles, the hitmen used 2 vehicles to stalk TB for hours before ambushing his vehicle at a gas station in broad daylight, murdering SR. The TS1 alleges that the hitmen committed the murder to promote their position in the Banks gang enterprise, and because they expected and/or were explicitly promised payment. Somebody told them they were going to get paid, or they thought they were going to get paid. So if I'm listening to music, I'm going, oh, Dirk said if somebody slide, that's your case? Come on, it got to be better than this. Let's get on with the first page and really get into this. Good Lord, setting that. Hit that like button if you like something. Roll it. So here we go, man. We're going to get straight into it. United States of America, plaintiff versus Dirk Banks and everybody else. Opposition to defendant Wilson's and defendant Lindsay's renewed motion to sever. Hearing date, July 1st, 2026 at 1:30 p.m. We might pull up there. I don't know just yet. For that. But anyways, plaintiff, United States of America. We ain't going through none of that crap. This opposition is based upon the attached memorandum of points and authority.
Welcome back to the Lit House. All right, we're officially back. Welcome back to the Lit House. On Meat TV, hustlers on a mission every day. Yeah, capital, whatever you do, make sure you do it capital and create a positive impact today and later. Straight like that. Fuck them haters, get your paper. It's a real nigga reaction. Real niggas do what they want to do. Bitch niggas do what they can. Whole ass niggas gonna talk about it, and fuck niggas gonna hate. Nigga, I promise you that.
Authorities, the files and records in this case in such further evidence. An argument, as the court may permit, dated June 17, 2026. Let's get on to it. They're going to bring the introduction. We're not really going to do that. We're going to go all the way to page 8 to get straight into the argument. We'll kind of dibble a little bit into the first part because I found this shit to be interesting when they actually, when they actually had the damn grand jury again. See, on June 3rd, 2026, the grand jury returned the third superseding indictment, charging all trial defendants with 6 counts, including 2 new crimes: murder and aided racketeering in violation of 18 U.S.C. 1959A1 count 1, and 2 conspiracy to commit stalking in violation of 18 U.S.C. 37-1 count 2. The TS1 alleges that the subset of OTF members and associates, hereinafter the Banks Gang Enterprise, engaged in acts and threats of violence at the direction of defendant Dirk Banks, including murder and attempted murder, to maintain and enhance their status in the Banks Gang Enterprise, and to be rewarded by defendant Banks through economic benefits. Oh. The TS1 alleges that the defendant Wilson was a leader within the Banks Gang Enterprise, and defendant Lindsay was an associate of the enterprise, members who was recruited to commit the Los Angeles murder. Accordingly, as explained below, the TS1 aligns the proof against all defendants around a common racketeering enterprise, common objectives, and common evidence, including acts of violence and inculpatory admissions. In light of the TS1, defendants Wilson and Lindsay, the moving defendants, filed a new request for severance, claiming the evidence related to proving the alleged racketeering enterprise, including the 2019 attempted murder of A.W. in Georgia and the 2022 Chicago murder of S.M., would only be admissible against them in a joint trial. Moving defendants also argue that the evidence be admitted against them. It poses a risk the jury will judge the moving defendants by violence, and the indictment assigns to others. Both arguments fail under well-established law. A very important message from our sponsor, Cloak. Most people who sign up for these kind of services only do it to get rid of those calls. Well, Cloak will keep on doing that, getting rid of the spam calls, but I want to take y'all to the personal right there. They dared me to put my freaking number into it. They said, Nash, we only want to sign up if you can hit that QR code with base. Tap the link in the description. Get Cloak today, man. Thank me later. So the feds go on to say 2 things. Basically, that these cats are gang members, and it wouldn't matter because the shit that they did, as far as the gang goes, would basically go against them, saying, if you were a gang member, and my name is 1, your name is 2, other person, and 3, 4, and 5, right? And they say, well, you know what? 1 got locked up, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 got locked up, but because you all are part of a gang, this is how y'all operate any goddamn ways. You 2, 3, 4, 5, y'all was gonna get screwed anyways because we were gonna use that evidence. This is what the feds are saying, but it gets a little more drastic. This prosecution arises from a coordinated execution-style gang murder. At trial, the evidence will show that defendant Banks directed and financed 6 hitmen, including defendants Wilson and Lindsay, to travel across the country to hunt and kill an enterprise rival TB. Once the co-conspirators arrived in Los Angeles, the hitman used 2 vehicles to stalk TB for hours before ambushing his vehicle at a gas station in broad daylight, murdering SR. The TS1 alleges that the hitmen committed the murder to promote their position in the Banks Gang Enterprise, and because they expected and/or were explicitly promised payment. The court's previous denial of defendant's motion to sever on February 26, 2026, the court denied defendant Wilson's initial motion to sever in a thorough, reasoned order. The court described the applicable legal standard that strongly favors joinder, explaining that joinder is the rule rather than the exception, noting that a district court should grant a severance under Rule 14 only if there's a serious risk that a joint trial will compromise a specific trial right of one of the defendants or prevent the jury from making a reliable judgment about guilt or innocence. Applying that law, the court found no basis for severance, even noting that granting severance might have been an abuse of discretion the other way. The court reasoned that the defendants were indicted together for their alleged participation in the same conspiracy, and the vast majority of evidence would be admissible against each defendant in separate trials. The court further noted that severance is especially disfavored in conspiracy trials precisely because the concern for judicial efficiency is less likely to be outweighed by possible prejudice to the defendant, when much of the same evidence would be admissible against each of them in separate trials.
YouTube Premium is ad-free YouTube and ad-free videos on the YouTube Kids app, so kids can bounce the Kids Bop without missing a beat. YouTube Premium, it's way more than ad-free.
Basically saying, yo, this gang started here. Y'all started becoming members here. Got to this crime right here. We caught y'all for this shit, so we're going to get right here. Or we're going to bring all this up because Dirk is the leader. It's basically saying we're taking down the whole gang. We're going to show you how the whole entire gang operates. This is their pattern of behavior, and we had to bring that in. And I'm going to be honest, the judge is going to allow this shit. It gives the inception, but there's still a hard part that they're not telling you, and that's the money. When did the money start looking at people's hands? Like there's this weird ass thing that's going on, and I'll save it for the last part, but y'all can understand, right, that if I'm not getting paid for shit, why am I holding on? But this next clip, bro, this shit right here is fucking bad. Like this is fucking horrible. TS1 alleges that the Bank Gang Enterprise, of which defendant Wilson is alleged to be a core member, who, among other things, recruited defendant Lindsay to commit the Los Angeles murder, commit violence to promote the enterprise, and seek revenge against its rivals, including members of the Gangster Disciples Gang and individuals who harmed, attempted to harm, or disrespected members and associates of the Banks Disciples Gang, Banks Gang Enterprise. For example, following in November 2020 killing a DB who was an alleged member of the Banks Gang Enterprise, which makes no effing sense. By the way, if you never mind, whatever. That shit just don't make any goddamn sense, man. Anyways, in the Black Disciples Gang and a close friend and associate of defendant Banks, another enterprise member conspired to murder those whom they perceive as responsible for DB's death, including TB, as alleged in counts 1 through 6 of the TS1. The TS1 also alleges that defendant Banks and the leadership of the Banks Gang Enterprise, including defendants Wilson and co-conspirator 5, recruited other gang members and/or affiliates to commit violence for the enterprise, including defendant Lindsay and Jones and co-conspirator 2. The TS1 further alleges that defendant Banks, the leader of the Banks gang enterprise, communicated with enterprise member via group text messages, including defendant Wilson, about an enterprise member, a shooter, and a 2022 Los Angeles murder SR that the enterprise suspected of snitching. Specifically, in August 2023, defendant Banks messaged defendant Wilson and other co-conspirators saying the enterprise member and suspected government informant was just ready to snitch clear as day, to which defendant Wilson replied that suspected government informant thinks he can break us down. Defendant Banks later replied, reassuring the group of enterprise members, said, as long as we don't break, they can tell him whatever. As proof of the racketeering enterprise, boy, fuck. This is bad, nigga. This is bad, cuz I can't even sit here and act like this shit ain't bad, man. As proof of the racketeering enterprise, the TS1 further alleged specific predicate acts of enterprise violence specifically. It alleges that defendants Banks, Wilson, Lindsay, and Houston, and others, including various members and associates of the Banks gang enterprise, engaged in acts of violence and furtherance of the enterprise, including but not limited to the murder of AW in Atlanta, Georgia, on or about February 5th, 2019. The murder of SM, a rival gang member in Chicago, on or about January 27, 2022, as alleged in the TS1, the Banks gang enterprise would engage in a racketeering activity for the purpose of, among other things, one, preserving, protecting, and promoting the enterprise, enhancing the reputation of its members and associates, and enriching defendant Banks and the enterprise members and associates, including by commercializing the enterprise's violence in public social media, music videos, and lyrics. Two, recruiting other individuals. I don't really give a damn about all that. We gonna leave it right there. Oh, y'all probably gonna look at me as like the biggest Dirk supporter. Spin it to win it, Nash. That can be interpreted anyways. This nigga trying to snitch on us. We ain't this shit, so nigga hold it down, POP. But he doesn't say specifically what he's snitching about. See, there's no specificity right there. It's just a broad ass thing. But also, you got to ask the question. Let's not be stupid, Nash. What is he snitching about? You know what I'm saying? He never say like, "Oh, dude, finna go lie on us and say all this shit," because that would mean that you have further knowledge of this shit. So you can't really say that. And you say somebody about to go snitch on us for what? Like, you do have to ask that question, bro. What do you mean they about to snitch on you for what? And you already know who it is. So there's that. But the best part about that is it doesn't say, let's get rid of them, let's put money on their heads, let's do any of this shit. It's just like, look at this shit. Don't even worry about that. Don't worry about that. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, discussing somebody who's snitching is not a crime. The word snitch really comes from the police. And to be fair, you don't want to gift your people grief. You don't want to gift them bad news. You want to tell them, man, I don't give a damn what they're about to say about us. I don't give they claim they got 20 snitches. Well, we hold it down. We ain't got nothing to worry about. We're going to go home. So that you can take it that way. It's a bad message because it can be interpreted in many ways. It just can. I can't ignore it. So it is what it is on that one. Do I still believe he's coming home? Yeah, because if that's the shit y'all have, why didn't y'all put that out before? They're talking about lyrics and all this shit. And I didn't get a chance to really read the footnotes. I seen the shit that they said, oh, in May, we were letting them know we're going to introduce this and introduce that. If I'm Drew, I'm saying you bitches were talking about y'all never were going to introduce it until you realize you were losing this case, which to me reeks of desperation. But there's one chilling thing that has not been proven nor done, and that's the murderer of DB, aka King Von. We ain't heard of nobody spinning on shit as far as Lil Tim go. Just being fair. So some people can go, oh, he was in the house, he was doing this, he was doing that, and all that shit. Savannah ain't that big, bro. And Lil Tim definitely was letting his nuts hang and dropping his location and all that shit. So why hasn't anybody sent a single shot towards goddamn Lil Tim's way? Just saying. Y'all know how this goes. The fans gonna do what they gotta do. They got a job to do. They got a conviction they're trying to get. So I understand that, but there's still parts that to me it's like I can't really ignore that. But that text message, that's bad as hell. But y'all let me know your thoughts on this one. Maybe I'm not keeping it fair square, obviously honest. Or maybe I am. Y'all jump in the comments. Let me know. Shut the grifter, the builder, the whatever the hell. He bumped his mother effing head today. They got footage of the crime and it ain't what he said. Click right here for that full video or click right here for the playlist to just keep up with it all and let it play in the background, y'all. Let me help you get you through your day. Setting Nash, the only hood alert. I'll catch y'all in the next one.
This is what I've been looking for right here. I think this is what I was let's get into it.
Attention American men. These stylish casual men's shorts are now only $24 for 8 pairs. Multiple colors available, loose fit, plus sizes, stylish and versatile. Only $3 per pair, adding to your masculine charm. Order now, same day shipping. 8 pairs for only $24. Don't miss out.
New evidence in the Chud the Grifter, because he's not a builder of anything, came out today in court and is going to destroy Chud the Grifter because what he said in the past actually did not happen. He lied to all of his grifters because he knew exactly what the hell he was doing when he was doing it. So when Chud the Grifter walked into court today, he must have had some type of sensation that nobody wanted to address because his online fans have been lying, citing that this is something about free speech, taking a blatant stance, and all of this stuff, but nobody had actually seen the footage. There are so many liars who came out and said, yeah, we seen the doggone footage, when in all candor, they didn't see shit. So now what we're going to do is we're going to have the time of our lives, and we're going to go to the actual footage and show you exactly why the hell
The actual footage. Let's go to it.
Chud the Grifter is guilty of this.
Controversial online streamer known as Chud the Builder is making an appearance in a Nashville courtroom. Dalton Etherly faced.
Now, look, this is what you gotta understand, right? When the footage takes so long to come out for some shit that a streamer did, let alone, look, man. Not gonna count, bro. This shit getting ugly out here. This shit is getting ugly. Hey, man, protect your people, dog, at all costs.
Faces 3 misdemeanor charges stemming from a May incident at Bob's Steak and Chop House inside the Omni Hotel. Investigators say Etherly live streamed inside the restaurant after staff asked him not to, then refused to pay.
If you actually want to see the crime, don't worry. Here you go. A very important message from our sponsor. Number. See, when we stop, you need to do it, not because they're going to get every single day a QR code, or you can tap the link in the description. People Coke is, so make sure.
Calm down. Why don't you go to the street? No, you are streaming now? Yeah. We can leave.
So make sure you sign up today.
You got upset. No, you are streaming now? Yeah. We can leave. Hey, Pajit, calm down. Why don't you go to the street? Why don't you go to the street? Hey, man, don't get aggressive with me. We'll get up and leave. Thanks for the free food. Hey, Bob's Steakhouse. Oh, no, we're not paying. Y'all are kicking me out, or are we staying? Oh, you think? For what you got, buddy, I didn't get to enjoy my meal. You're kicking me out. I'm not paying for it. Just go ahead. Yeah. Bob's Steakhouse. Check your Google reviews. You're
not welcome back, okay? You're not welcome back.
You hear me? What are you? What are you? They kicked us out. What's your name? Chud the Builder. Absolutely love you. Well, I would not eat here if I were you. Because they just kicked us out because apparently my content offends.
Leave my guests alone, sir.
I wouldn't do that if I were you.
Leave my guests alone.
This guy knows me. He just wanted to shake my hand because he respects America. I'm like, you. Don't come here. They don't like freedom. Make sure you get it one more time. All right, let's go to the hotel. I got a Airbnb. You got a what? I got a nice Airbnb. Oh, really? I can't believe that fuck thought I was going to pay for the meal after they kicked me out. They don't like America over there. They hate freedom of speech.
He decided he wasn't going to pay. You were told you can't stream in here while having the food. They say you're going to leave. That's stealing. But later on down the line, Chud the Grifter gets arrested. And I want y'all to pay attention to the lies that he's selling in this video. Roll it.
I said, y'all like the new suit? He said, walk away from me. I walked away from him. He came back up to me. He literally said, I have PTSD. I feel like I'm in. He said, you start saying all that chimp out shit to me, I'm going to hit you. He hit me. Started wailing on me. Even after I had to defend myself by shooting him. He's still wailing on me.
Where's your weapon at?
They have everything.
What weapon is that right there? I believe that's it. Is that yours?
Yeah. Yeah.
He's talking to him right now. Oh, no, you guys are going to do your thing. Okay. He has a graze. I call it a graze to the left arm. He has slight abrasion right here on his head. Okay. Maybe some scrapes. Slight lightheadedness. No shortness of breath. No issues with memory that I know of. Okay.
Hey, what's up with that? A little overwhelmed, but.
What's up with this? You could have shot the stomach.
I'm going to look at it real quick, okay? Grab go grab me a 4x4. Yeah, just so I can put on it. All right. Thank you. Actually bleeding and everything. Thank you. No damage to the muscle or something? I don't even want to look at it. Man, I just pray that dude's gonna be all right. Yes, sir. I tried to walk away from him. Yes, sir. I was just the point of just making sure everybody's, both you and me. Dude, this is what happens when people are rich people are saying you'll get rich if you hit this guy.
Shannon, what the fuck are you doing, man? Where did you get that shit? Man, put that shit away, dog. Okay, all right. Fuck that shit.
You're one sentence away from launching your website with Base 44. Since the beginning of the internet, there's never been such a fun, fast, and intelligent way to launch online. Landing pages, content hubs, e-commerce sites, you just...
Well, you would have thought that was the thing. There was a man who dropped a freaking video, I want to say 11 hours ago, 10 hours ago, and he said this.
Oh boy, the Chud the Builder buddies aren't going to be happy after this one. Let me tell you something. Everybody who's supporting him right now, if this stuff is true, which what I'm reading, it's probably true, they're going to look dumb. And here's the thing. This is some generational aura loss shit, right? He's going to be in aura debt for fucking generations. His entire lineage is going to spend their entire lives paying this off because this is fucked. All right, so the first conspiracy theory I've been hearing amongst the Chud the Builder buddies online is that the guy went out looking for him, right? Like, there was a guy looking for Chud the Builder. Well, turns out, no. He actually had a court appearance at the same courthouse that Chud the Builder was at. So maybe if Chud the Builder wasn't late, this altercation wouldn't have happened, too. The video, apparently, that people were saying that of Chud the Builder getting beat up, well, he was getting his ass beat after he shot the guy. Or a loss. All right, so big shout out to Sam Marcus for this fucking banger. And I looked at this at other places, and it seems like this shit is true. So I watched the video from courts in Clarksville a week or two ago. The day of the shooting, Chud had court at 9 a.m., missed court, and then showed up 4 hours later with a selfie stick and a gun. According to the prosecutor, Chud accosted the victim, who actually had court at 1:30 and had a reason to be there. And then when the victim approached him due to whatever Chud said, right? Chud started that shit. Of course he did. He assumed a bladed stance, switched the selfie stick to his left hand, and reached into his suit pocket. This is why Chud is so bitch made, dude. What'd you say to me? Fucking straight away, right? You fucking pussy, right? The victim then hits him because Chud is clearly reaching for a gun. That's the issue, right? That's the whole argument. Reaching for a gun. Chud shoots him, and then Chud proceeds to get his ass kicked by a guy who just got shot. So apparently there is footage of the entire altercation from within the courthouse of the whole incident. He initiated the conflict, and as such a pussy, he lost to a fight to a man with multiple pre-existing gunshot wounds. Absolutely fucking diabolical.
Well, came out 9 hours ago. He was actually telling the truth. Oh, and what a truth he told.
Etherly also faces separate felony charges in Montgomery County for a shooting investigation. During Etherly's court appearance, one investigator on the stand recalled the shooting.
Shots were shown to be fired prior to them hitting the ground.
Shots are being shown to have been fired prior to that?
Yes.
And how do we know that?
I can see, or in the courthouse video, it shows the casing ejecting from the firearm. It also shows the ricochet off the concrete plank.
Okay.
Prior to them hitting the ground.
So Mr. Fox hadn't been hit at that point.
Damn.
If you're seeing a ricochet in one casing.
I would assume so.
The judge denied Etherly's release today, citing violent posts he's made on social media. Etherly is also facing a $1 million bond in the Montgomery County case.
Here's the issue.
They just revoked that bond too. Based on that detective testimony, they revoked that bitch. He's not being held on $1 million no more. That bond don't even exist no more. Y'all can't even get his ass out. It's over with. He gotta sit until trial. Chud the Builder must sit until trial because the bond has been revoked. With the testimony of the detective and the footage. And something else they just said. That's crazy.
Chud shot at him first. From what's said is, oh, well, the guy, he probably responded, yakety yak back, and start walking up towards Chud. Chud, more than likely, with his dumb self, thought that, hey, I whipped out my gun. I told you I'm going to shoot you. All of these things, don't approach me. Well, that's actually not how that goes. You see, you can't pull out a gun and go, hey, don't come near me. I'm going to shoot you. That's not how it goes. Chud was not supposed to be there. He had no reason to be there, especially around the courthouse. In case you guys don't know, you can't bring your firearms into federal buildings, into state buildings, into financial institutions. You can't do it. So now that we know that shit, now that we know Chud fired at him, bruh, the self-defense is now on the man. The self-defense is now on the man. And it's premeditated damn near. You could argue that because he said he wanted to see one dead chimp, what he would call black people on the ground and in the city rioting, or to see he walks out of there free. He ain't going home, people. This was not about free speech. This was about a grifter. White people, you have been grifted against. Fake black, Hispanic, Asian, First Amendment Chud ass kissers. You were lied to. You just were. It's like goddamn Donald Trump's lying ass rhetoric. We're trying to give $300 billion to the $1.7 billion to the Iranians that Obama gave that was owed. Obama gave the money that was owed from the $400 million in 1979 that the Iranians paid for shit that we didn't deliver, aka the United States, aka inflation happens, which makes the money go up, and they credited it to $1.7 billion. Obama only did what he was supposed to do because the United States owed. That's a history lesson that people don't want to get to. But hey, open the streets of Hamas. Chud is done. Because it's not self-defense. Self-defense would have been, had to do, walk up on him, bah, 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 bah. Then boom, boom, boom. You know, like said to the goddamn news reporter station. No, that's not what happened. So now we know what happened. He's getting screwed over. He won't be getting a bond anywhere. He's a violent thug. He's another statistic of a leading group of violent individuals who shoot people in the state of Tennessee, who overpopulate the goddamn prison system out there in Tennessee, which that little corner that they have over there is the Confederate flag still in their goddamn flag. Y'all don't want that history either. Subscribe to our best to notify, share to keep your people aware. Let me know your thoughts on this one. Are you celebrating, or are you one of the dummies who still believes this is about First Amendment? If you believe it's about First Amendment, can I ask you this simple question? Right? Why not do what everybody else does? Put a table down and debate individuals?
Ain't no way, man. Them niggas was going back and forth, man. That shit cap as fuck. Them niggas do not fuck with each other. What? Man, I know they lying. This gotta be cap, bro. I hope that's cap. That's the second time I seen that shit, but I hope that shit cap, bro. You know what? You know who gonna talk about it if it's true? Super hot. Unless he motherfucking got a case on his ass. I did not say that. I don't believe this shit right here.
I don't know if the feds are investigating it yet, but you committed a crime. And when a white boy who's his organization not speaking about it, you should probably be worried.
I don't even know you like that act. I haven't even told the homies that it's absolutely uncomfortable, bro.
Don't accuse me of listen, the bets that they've identified, the bets that they claim were not fraudulent, that was supposed to be part of the rigging. Don't go to jail by trying to drag something online. You made it seem like you had a bunch of bloods there to either threaten him or promise to up that he had to do it.
It looked like Ray J is going to end up in prison after Super Hot Fire told Aiden Ross and Brain Reds that Ray J was threatening him with blood members from LA. Yeah, champ, it's getting real nasty out here. According to Super Hot Fire, Ray J basically trying to extort him before the matchup to run with this play after Ray J's people put $1 million+ on Rain Bet and lost the bet. And some may say that there was no crime committed because Super Hot Fire didn't run with the illegal gambling scheme, but Ray J still tried to extort him. Ray J committed several different crimes that even Ray J doesn't know that he committed.
Oh my God. Oh my God. He's going down. If this is true. If he If he did that shit, Super Hot Fire made a statement about that shit, and the statement he made on that, oh my God, he finna do about 5, 6, 10. He about to do about 5 to 10, man. Damn, Ray J. I don't know, but boy. Ray J working too now. Now Ray J finna snitch. He finna be working. He finna be an informant. Boy, look. They finna book Ray J, and they gonna interrogate his ass and force some more information up out of him about Diddy. Listen to what I'm telling you now. They trying to keep Diddy ass locked up for whatever reason. They trying to keep his ass. They trying to find any reason to keep Diddy ass locked up. They finna interrogate the shit out of Ray J. Oh shit, Ray J. Oh, you done fucked up. I don't wish that shit on nobody. Even if I don't fuck with Ray J like that. I ain't fuck with Ray J since he tried saying me like that the first time. Since I heard about that shit. And then you get on and then you try to intimidate Super Hot Fire before the match. If they were smart, bitch, they would have bet against you. If they were smart, they would have bet against you and you would have just took the L, bitch, because you know you was finna lose anyway. But you thought nigga was gonna help your reputation and you was gonna get the money off it too? What? I tell you one motherfucker that wasn't in on that bet, Chris Brown. Chris Brown probably bet against your ass. Chris Brown probably put up 2 L's to bet against you, nigga. I ain't gonna lie, man. The way them boy clown after you got dropped, I ain't doubting. But I hope that ain't true, baby. I hope this is all allegedly. But if that boy made a statement about you trying to intimidate him and press him with gang members, you go ahead and wrap it up, my boy. You go ahead and wrap it up. You go ahead and
Helps
wrap
Ray
it up,
J
my
or
boy.
not, knowing that he's currently scamming random Instagram followers, people that are just unsigned artists. I don't know if this is the best time to be doing this when you're trying to commit other fraud attempts. Yeah, Ray J out here trying to scam independent musicians who ain't got nothing going on, as well as trying to do illegal gambling. This is a whole recipe for disaster. It's gonna get bad for Ray J real soon. DJ Academics spoke and responded to Ray J after Ray J completely tried to disrespect him because he said that Ray J was definitely doing illegal gambling.
Here's what I want to say to Academics. He was a whole. You've been allegedly snitching, walking around with panties on, showing your. I know your whole itching, mouth in every position, right? You a liquor, you a mother. And I think that your journalism is starting to go. You're losing yourself. First off, shout out to Drake. That's my. But you a whole scrubber, bro. And now speaking on me, 30 Bloods, I'm like, bro, I don't even know you like that act. I haven't even told the homies that it's absolutely uncomfortable, bro. But you a whole.
Ray J would accuse Academics of being a rat and telling. Whole time the real person telling is Super Hot Fire. Ray J's mad at the wrong person. When the whole time the person telling is the person that you supposedly extorted, according to Super Hot Fire, you bring those LA Bloods to him. He referred to them as dirty Bloods to Aiden Ross. And of course that did absolutely nothing, champ. Apparently Super Hot Fire wasn't running with the play, and whatever type of threats you tried to make his way didn't work, champ. You failed. You failed at committing the crime. Super Hot Fire may have saved Ray J's life because he basically is saying that I didn't complete the bet. If Super Hot Fire is saying that he didn't participate in the illegal gambling scheme, it saved you from a lot of other charges that can definitely get you locked up for a very long time. Academics would then warn Ray J that he needs to stop mentioning this, stop carrying on, stop telling people they're ratting, because apparently Aiden Rose is considering going to the feds with this. Yeah, he's going to take this further because Ray J just won't let the situation go. Take a look.
I did a courtesy to you.
You and I were both lied to since childhood. We were told since we were her age that we had to save up cash to get started into real estate. In fact, I was told I had to go to school.
I did a courtesy to you. You think that it's me. I did a courtesy to you. The courtesy was pointing out that because of what you did, and what you allege to have done, that the boxing commission, Brand Risk, and everybody else were investigating your fight, and potentially this could be something that could be referred to with the federal authorities. Ray J, you're not the smartest cookie. There's 30 pieces of proof that supposedly exist, that the people who are telling me this, they already have it. Like, dog, you did try to rig the fight. My thing is that, bro, you try to rig the fight and you're not, bro, that's a jailable offense. Leave it alone and go on. Move on. You're not getting paid from the fight. I'm telling you that. You're not getting paid. Don't end up in jail. Don't try to drag me. Don't end up in jail, my nigga. You try to move. You try to bust a move. It didn't work. The try to do a move with, he's not trying to go to jail. Bro, he's singing like a Tweety bird. Bro, we told Aiden and him everything, man. Don't, Ray J, you're dragging this. And you know I got the loudest voice on the internet. I have nothing to do with this. What I'm telling you, though, is like, essentially, you committed a crime. And I don't know if the feds are investigating it yet, but you committed a crime, man. I think everybody's probably, you know you're not getting paid. You're not even asking for your money no more. You know it is. Just let it go and forget about it. People like you. I still like you. The more you drag this situation, you're calling for the feds to lock you up, gang. You're calling for it. Just let it go. Just let it go. Do your streaming thing. You're entertaining. Do your, like, let it go. So he's mad at me for me actually pointing out these facts. Ray J, there's text proof with you in the setting up the fight, bro. Apparently, I heard at first that y'all met at some place that was like some, I don't know if it was a club or something. I heard that a nigga subsequently went to your crib, my nigga. Like, just stop. Ray J, what you tried to do could be the subject of a federal, not only investigation, but an arrest. Let's move on. No one's trying to get you in trouble. I think that's what he thought I was trying to do. No. Brandon hasn't spoken about it. I talked to Aiden. Aiden said, yo, that nigga tried to rig the fight. I'm not paying him. He's not getting paid. As a matter of fact, everything we have, we're following by the book of the law. That's what basically he told me. That's what he told me. That's why Aiden has not spoken about this shit. When a white boy who's his organization not speaking about it, you should probably be worried. He spoke about Blueface. He's not speaking about you. Why? What I'm saying is that you continue to mention anything about that or even drag me. You're trying to keep the moment going. And I think the boogeyman will pop out at some point if you try to keep that moment going. What you try to do is flat out a crime.
Well, apparently everyone in the academics Aiden Raw circle knows about Ray J being involved in this nonsense. And this is so bad that Whack 100 is steering away from it. Whack 100 says he ain't got nothing to do with whatever Ray J got going on. Does this mean Whack is throwing Ray J under the bus?
Of course,
he
he
ain't nothing to do with it. I'm pretty sure he probably doesn't. Did he give Ray J the idea? We don't know. One would assume those things, but truth be told, Ray J has been trying to scam everybody. I mentioned earlier about him doing it with independent artists on Instagram, and he tried to do it with this. Now, he's supposed to have another fight this August, right? And is he going to do the same thing there? Is it going to be illegal gambling again? Because if he makes a habit of doing this, he's just going to get himself destroyed by the feds, man. The feds is going to...
One thing about it is, he don't even need to do that goddamn fight. Ray J, hang up the gloves, my boy. It's not in you. Get your ass in the studio. Write a song. Link up with a new producer out here. And kill a track. And beat up a beat. With your vocal abilities. Because your fighting abilities, your attributes, they low. Just don't do it, bro. Like, why? Why? Why would you do it if you fought and you ain't get money the first time? You ain't get money the first time. And then you lost people money the first time. You about to lose your freedom from the first time. And now you trying to go in there for a second time for what? To lose on purpose? And then them people definitely gonna be like, hey, well, we know he was gonna lose, did we? Did we know? Who knows? They know. Any smart person would know. Ray J was finna get his ass whipped. I don't understand how. Anyways, I'm not feeling. You know what? Let's listen.
Gonna come on and kick his door down, and they're gonna lock him up, man. And he's gonna be locked up for a pretty long time. Right? Legal gambling is not a joke, it's not a game, and it goes federal. You're gonna be sitting for a minute. maybe 10, maybe 15 years, maybe more. But Ray J just doesn't seem to care right now because apparently there's no consequences. Ray J also didn't get paid for that grand risk fight on Aiden Rose's platform either. So who knows, man? Is Ray J going to keep this thing going? Now, there's more information that DJ Academics had to say in regards to Super Hot Fight telling on Ray J, exposing text messages to Aiden Rose and more to clear his innocence. And it looks like Ray J really might be going to the feds. Take a look.
I don't know what's going on with you and whatever situation you got going on. Don't go to jail by trying to drag something online. I've let it go. But when you bring me up, listen, I don't know if you think we doing crime together. I'm not hitting you on the low talking about, yo, by the way. No. You want to hear the facts? I'm going to say, me, you ain't no crime buddies. You think we crime buddies? No. Aiden Rose told me, Brand Risk is telling me, yo, this motherfucker really tried to rig the fight. Super Hot told us. He admitted it to us. Right?
Damn.
I said it publicly that you could get the fuck out of the hospital because you were in the hospital like you were trying to set up another finesse. Like you're trying like,
Damn.
oh, I'm hurt. Why they put me in the ring? Nick, you're going to be in handcuffs if you keep this going. Let it go. That's what I try to tell you. That's my public warning to you. We're not cool. We're not buddies. I'm not hitting you about a crime, Mike. I won't let everybody know this. I'm not going to hit you and say, hey, what you just did is a crime. They claim they got some evidence over there. Yo, please avoid the feds better. No, I said it publicly online. Get up out of that hospital bed because right now you may or may not be under investigation because they got proof you tried to rig the fight. Get the fuck out. Get this moment over with because number one, you're not even contesting that Aiden's not paying you because you know you ain't gonna get paid. But you're hoping it ends there. You don't want the federal authorities to say you are trying to rig a bet or try to rig a fight. So stop. Move on. They haven't even spoke on it. They haven't even given a statement. Move on. The shenanigans you're doing is gonna end you up with handcuffs. It's a federal crime what you just did, my nigga. And then they tried to do it with, I don't know how goofy you are. And by the way, I'm glad that you brought it up. So I'll tell everything. Brother, the 30 blood came from him. He told them that. I know how much I'm going to fight. They got told, the guy you were trying to fight, Super Hot Fire, basically folded. Hey, yo, I was being threatened. They wanted me to throw the fight. He made it seem like you had a bunch of bloods there to either threaten him or promise to fuck him up, that he had to do it. Brother, I don't know why you're in the ring like, oh, you're f***ing the money. That's not going to be a co-defendant. He's clearly telling you, I will tell on you. So you have Super Hot Fire he already came clean of Brand Risk. He already came clean. So you with this like delusional, like you're hurt, move on unless you're trying to get in cuffs. Move on. And now that you prompted this response, and I've said probably a little bit more, now it's back in the conversation.
Watch hit movies and TV shows on YouTube. Stream Iron Lung now.
You did test this thing, right?
This is the test. That's why you're there. Well, one of the reasons.
I just want to live.
So much for that.
I got a feeling that Ray J is going to be under investigation this year real soon, man. And who knows when this is going to happen? This can happen at any given time. We don't know.
Yeah, already.
Ray J for damn sure seems like he's going to get locked up. I just got to be real, man. He's playing reckless games. He's consistently scamming. This is not his first time doing it, and it's not going to be his last time. I believe Aiden Rose and them is going to contact the feds, the police, whoever. They're going to get Ray J investigated. They're going to get Ray J locked up. I just think these things, man. And listen, like Academic said, Aiden Rose and them is quiet. That's not good. That means that this is being dealt with on the low. So an investigation is definitely in progress, for sure. Because once they get the information that they need, they can validate these claims, go to Rain Bet, give out who was giving the money for the fight, etc. Listen, this is going to go in another direction that Ray J ain't ready for. Now, everybody was saying Ray J's innocent and Aiden Rose is crooked. Listen, Aiden Rose wasn't doing any crooked business with anyone. Is Aiden Rose the greatest person ever? Absolutely not. Far from it. But your boy Ray J is bugging out. He's wilding, gang. I ain't gonna lie. So where do we go from here? Where does Ray J go from here? To me, Ray J's done. Right? We can say goodbye to Ray J. We can say goodbye to the alleged heart condition that he has. All that is gone, champ. All right? He's gonna be 45 years old and locked up because
they're not gonna lock his ass up. Oh, excuse me. If he do it his next fight, he going down. If he do this next fight, he through. Cause they watching his dumb ass, and he gonna do it again because he's stupid. He desperate.
Unacceptable. That's scary, bro. And when you see a lot of drinks in the refrigerator,
Open something. I can open this shit right now and be like, can I try this? And they be like, yeah. And
For
I'll literally
real?
try it. Yeah. I'm about to try it. I'm telling y'all what. You gotta ask.
We just fill it with juice or
Excuse me.
something?
Can I try this?
Sure. I have to go get some gloves.
Okay.
Give me a second. I'll bring it.
I told you, nigga.
What?
You can
You're
try
lying.
everything in the store. This shit turn.
You're lying.
On my life, I
What she
just
just
asked
say?
her.
What she just say?
Nigga, grab some. Try that bitch.
You guys recording?
No.
No. We never
I'm
recorded.
not trying to be recorded.
No, okay.
You're good. It's super good.
Thank you.
The water?
Thank
You want to come out?
Man, these niggas crazy as
Take
hell,
fire.
man.
I'll take it.
It come bang.
I want these for real.
Open something.
I can
try
open
it.
this shit right now and be like, can I try this?
Niggas
And they be
said,
like,
"I'll
yeah.
take it."
And
For
I'll literally
real?
try.
I mean, it's not a method to
What
get
is
free
this?
food if you go buy it.
Why she in here with a bonnet on? I mean, I said, why you in here with a bonnet on? You know you ain't supposed to come outside like that. What's her zodiac sign?
Aries.
God dang, I could have guessed that. Y'all Aries don't care how y'all look. Y'all coming outside.
Yeah, because when I do put myself together, I look good.
Yeah, okay. I just wanted to check. 'Cause I knew you was an Aries before I even walked over. You the mama?
I am.
What's your zodiac sign?
Sagittarius.
Oh, I love me a Sagittarius. Give me a hug. Yeah, do she need a stepdaddy?
Yeah.
Oh, she do?
You can have.
No, do you want me?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. I'm the new stepdaddy. Your mama said she want me.
She is too old.
Why she in here with a bonnet on? I mean, I said, why you in here with a bonnet on?
Oh, because I'm like
You know you ain't supposed to come outside like that. What's her zodiac sign?
Aries.
God dang, I could have guessed that. Y'all Aries don't care how y'all look. Y'all coming outside.
Yeah, because when I do put myself together, I look good.
Yeah, okay. I just wanted to check. 'Cause I knew you was an Aries before I even walked over. You the mama?
I am.
What's your zodiac sign?
Sagittarius.
Oh, I love me a Sagittarius. Give me a hug. Yeah, do she need a stepdaddy?
Yeah.
Oh, she do?
I need a band-aid.
Hey, man, this shit good as hell, bro. Hey, bro.
Hey, he cooked too though. That's right.
You fucking my mama.
What that nigga
That
said?
nigga cooking like he fucking my mama.
That nigga
good?
stupid, man. That nigga dumb as fuck, man.
I need a band-aid.
Hey, man, this shit good as hell, bro. Hey, bro.
Hey, he cooked too though. That's right.
You fucking my mama. That nigga cooking like he fucking my mama.
That's why I ain't gonna lie. That's crazy.
The only apps you should be juggling are these.
Let's cook.
Not 20 different ones on your TV. Now on YouTube, you can sign up for Fox 1 to watch soccer's biggest matches from June
And y'all already know on this channel, we hold this racist system accountable because if we don't, who will? And if you don't like it, get to stepping because it ain't gonna stop. And since Mr. Jeff want to call Carmelo a watermelon felon, well, let's travel back in time right quick to remind him who he is. Man, run the tape.
Hey, TikTok, I told you that when I came back, I would share some information with this platform. So at 4:30, I came on and I shared this. No other network has done this. You've seen it first right here with me. Breaking news. Jeffrey Metcalf. I broke it to the internet. And if you see it anywhere else, just know where they got it from. They got it from me. No other news network, no other TikToker, no other creator has this. In 2011, Jeffrey Metcalf was arrested for SA. Those twins was 4 years old at the time. Shortly after that, the mother, Megan, packed up those fucking twins and got the fuck out of that house. Let's put the blame on him. Let's blame him for his son not being here. We need to shift focus. I don't mind dragging a Metcalf through the fucking mud if I can save Carmelo Anthony's fucking life.
After Jeff Metcalf publicly called Carmelo Anthony names and continued speaking about Carmelo's family, social media users began revisiting Jeff's past. As a result, an old criminal record has resurfaced online, fueling debate and criticism from people who believe the public should examine all sides of the story. Make that make sense. And again, in the words of the Williams brothers, sweep around your own front door before you try to sweep around mine. Jeffrey. See, Carmelo was only 17 when he caught his charge, but you was 46 years old essaying people. You was 46 years old assaulting people, you big dummy. And then you had the audacity, bro, to call Carmelo a watermelon felon. So it's only right that I give you a nickname. I'm gonna start calling you Epstein Jr. If you know, you know. But we'll talk about that later on in this video. So before I spaz out, look, y'all, I'm far from perfect. And I'll be trying to let things go, bro. But at night when I'm sleeping, if something on my mind, I gotta speak on it, bro. And I feel like we moved on too fast from this video. So I need y'all to really listen to what he's trying to say. Man, run the tape.
You don't even know who your daddy is because 78% of you don't have your father in the home anymore. You got baby mamas running around with 8 kids so they can get EBT cards to feed you all. You think I'm being racist? No, I'm being real. Oh, you got more money than me. Ooh, so you get more privileges, more entitlement? Because 400 years ago, someone...
I mean, this nigga about to die anyway. Like, who gives a fuck what a walking corpse got to say? Bitch, nigga, stop listening to the Crip people goddamn in 1995, man. Crip people went off the... How long you think this nigga got? Nigga ain't never listened to a Walking Dead, man, ever. You can't even hear them niggas, man. Niggas
actually sold you to us, and we took you over here and put you to work. And then we had a civil war to free your ass. And now you want to talk shit? Oh, I've been so oppressed. You couldn't even vote 1960. Look how far you've come. Look at all the free shit we give you. You're not oppressed. You're fucking entitled. You know what DEI stands for? Yeah. Means I don't have to be fucking qualified. I just have to be a certain color or race or gender. Whose broad ass idea was that? I'm gonna tell you right now. Charleston White? You think you're funny? We'll see who's laughing. I got a new name for Mello, okay? Because he was such a little boy you always trying to portray. How about watermelon felon? How's that one strike you? I hope he enjoyed his first night in that cell last night. Because he's gonna have many nights to think about what the fuck he did.
According to CDC data, Black fathers are among the most involved fathers in America and often remain highly engaged with their children, even when they do not live in the same household. The report found Black fathers frequently participate in caregiving, meals, homework, and daily activities, while non-resident Black fathers generally report more contact with their children than non-resident white fathers. Make that make sense. And in the words of Luther Vandross, I'll play a song that would never, ever end. How I love, love, love to dance with my father again. But guess what, Epstein Jr.? Those same Black fathers you talking down on, the same ones that got baby mama problems, the same ones that got problems with their kids, eventually they'll get to dance with their kids again. But guess who won't? If you know, you know. And look, I don't wish death on to anyone, bro. But your son, Austin, was a bully just like you. And if I'm lying in my comment section,
Which way they got it? Hey, straight across.
Soldier Boy is not allowed to come in. Soldier Boy.
Yeah, it's not here.
What's going on?
Yeah.
You don't want to let out right now?
No, they don't want him. They don't want him in the building.
They want him in the building. Where you gotta go?
Soldier Boy near the cruise. How they want out there? Which way they got it? I'm down.
Soldier Boy is not allowed to come in. Soldier Boy.
He thought he
going
was
on?
gonna cut the line and come in that bitch after he threatened motherfucking Kyle talking about his op and all this other shit with DDG. Boy, you don't get your stupid ass the fuck on. That nigga crazy. He ain't even see that boy. He just kicked his ass straight out. Oh, Soulja Boy would kick his ass the fuck out. Shit, he did the shoe salesman the same way. Fuck. My back fucked up, man. I gotta lay down and rest or something, man. This shit crazy. I don't know why my back feels so fucked up. He is far from safe. Man, I think I'm gonna take a little break right quick, y'all. They thought DDG had Drake money. Ain't nobody think that shit. School is bullshit. How can I report this shit? This some bullshit. Report this shit. Report this shit, man. Man, let's watch this shit, man, because I've been hearing more and more about some damn dolphins, dog. Dolphins are not what you think they are. I thought they was a football team.
So the dumbass who watches their shows like this, or even like this while you're driving, you're an idiot because the whole time you could have been watching on your car's screen. And all you have to do is grab this adapter and plug it into your car's UBS port. And just like that, you can watch Netflix, YT, or also screen mirror your phone. So
Ocean hippo. We'll get to that. The dolphin is a breathing, breaching hate boner, and their psychopathic tendencies come from their intelligence. Dolphins are arguably the smartest things alive without thumbs or launch codes, which allows them to manipulate the world around them, including the animals in it. Dolphins will reportedly harass pufferfish into releasing. The following video contains topics that may be considered disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised. It's been a long time coming. It's been 3 years since my last dolphin video, which means 3 Halloweens have gone by with this aquatic thug wiener going unchecked. Not this time. This satanic smiling sausage, Davy Jones' delinquent offspring, this audacious ocean hippo, we'll get to that. The dolphin is a breathing, breaching hate boner, and their psychopathic tendencies come from their intelligence. Dolphins are arguably the smartest things alive without thumbs or launch codes, which allows them to manipulate the world around them, including the animals in it. Dolphins will reportedly harass pufferfish into releasing poison, which apparently they get obliterated off of, resulting in a literal nightmare rotation. It isn't scientifically proven that dolphins get elevated and hella faded off a spicy stress ball. The alternative is the jocks of the sea playing handball with a living puffer, and that's probably the most child-friendly form of dolphin recreation. I'm gonna have to get real creative with the way I describe this, but dolphins will stick their little dolphin dorks wherever they desire, including the disembodied heads of decapitated fish, which might have just been a one-off if researchers didn't also witness a bottlenose wrap live wriggling eels around their stick shift. We've also witnessed 2 river dolphins treating an anaconda like a pool noodle, except the photographer took a closer look and noticed something. The snake was likely dead, like an erectile dysfunction, which only one of them would know about since both dolphins' privates were standing very much at attention. Workers at the Dolphin Research Center also got a nasty surprise when they discovered baby nurse sharks finding their way into the lagoon and the waterlogged hot dogs using them as volleyballs. Dolphins might be the only animals to use other living animals as tools, with a group of dolphins discovering that they could use live sponges as snout guards as they scrape the sea floor. It's not proven sponges can feel pain, but it makes no difference to these brine bullies. If a dolphin can use another creature as a pawn, it will. That's how one dolphin created a whole seagull murder ring just for some extra fish. Basically, Kelly the dolphin had an unspoken agreement with her trainer where she'd get rewarded with fish every time she helped clean litter from her tank, including expired seagulls. So Kelly would hide a fish during feeding and then use it to bait seagulls when no one was looking, only to snatch them, drown them, and exchange the waterboarded bird for more fish. Not only that, but Kelly taught her daughter the same trick, ensuring the seagull-side circle goes on at least another generation. Another time a dolphin's brain was someone else's downfall was down in the Gulf of Mexico, where biologists stumbled across hundreds of decapitated catfish bobbing around the water. Not only that, the eyes and the fins were still moving, and the fish heads made this disturbing grunting sound when brought on the boat. The cause was catfish have several serrated spines for self-defense, and a gang of Gulf bottlenose dolphins apparently realized they could nerf the catfish by surgically beheading them. But so far, we've seen dolphins working harder, not smarter, with seagulls, sponges, and catfish all being collateral damage. That doesn't explain dolphins being a jihad to other animals unprovoked. Dolphins in Belize have been attacking and even life-depriving baby manatees. They've even gone as far as separating manatee calves from their mothers to make an attempt on their life. This is the same animal that finessed its way on an alligator's whitelist, getting folded by a pack of flippers. Dolphins are literally if hippos went the Professor X route, lost their legs but gained hyperintelligence, which isn't a joke since the closest living relative to whales and dolphins are hippos. But the animal that gets it the absolute worst from dolphins are the ones that look the most like them. Dolphins have a homicidal obsession with porpoises, with cases of them washing ashore with bite marks and broken bones. It's like they can't help themselves for real. It doesn't matter what they're doing. Put a porpoise in their presence, it's like the Powerpuff Girls going Gotham City on a green monkey. In 2016, one lone male bottlenose flatlined at least 6 porpoises, and the injuries were roughly the same. Fatal hemorrhages, broken bones, and lacerated lungs. No one knows for sure why dolphins are purposely committing acts of war, but the best guess involves how dolphins behave with each other. Because if you thought they were better to their own kind, you don't understand the depravity of this malice-fueled middle finger. Dolphins regularly commit the act of infanticide, with males often harassing and separating the mother from her defenseless calf and escorting it off the census. It's a classic case of deleting the baby to have a shot at the now child-free mother. Plenty of animals like horses and hippos do this, but no animal takes baby abolishing as far as dolphins. There was a case where a mother orca and her adult son worked together to drown a baby killer whale, also the son could sensually explore the mother that watched them do it. In 2020 in Mutsu Bay, Japan, researchers witnessed a gang of dolphins pull up on a mother and her calf and begin mauling the baby. What shocked them was suddenly the first group stopped harassing the dolphin calf, only for a second group to show up and go at him even harder. For well over an hour, 23 different dolphins got involved, and a newbie dolphin was sent to the gulag after being hit over 100 times. And knowing what we now know about dolphins, that might have just been business as usual. Dolphin society is like an episode of Oz, and like the show, it all starts with the men. When a male dolphin is young, they'll form a group of 2 or 3 others, and these will be the closest bonds these males will ever have, as these alliances can last decades. But it's not just kumbaya. The main reason for them linking up is these dolphins will kidnap lone females and keep them in custody for weeks, while they mate with her the entire time, consent sold separately. These dolphin gangs are highly possessive, and even have a specific pop sound to tell the female to swim closer, and she can get jumped for not complying. The females usually fight back, but only escape about 25% of the time. Not only that, but these water Weinsteins mate year-round, meaning an unlucky female can get tagged by multiple gangs in one trip around the sun. 3 dolphins acting as the musketeers of malice are known as a first-order alliance. There's also a second-order alliance, with additional dolphins doing the dirty work for the group, work including attacking other pods, stealing their females, while protecting their own from equally lust-crazed males. Basically, the first-order alliance is like a basketball big 3, with the second order being the role players. Of course, sometimes 2 second-order alliances join forces to create, a third-order alliance. Not only does this mean dolphins have the largest non-human social network on the planet, they use it to operate like a pack of sea ditties. Penetration without permission is so rampant that female dolphins actually evolved the same equipment as ducks, where they're vaginas. Yeah, those are maze-like to flush out any unwanted baby batter. But the male's response was dolphins developing a 12-inch pink prehensile bedroom arm. Speaking of which, male dolphins aren't even safe from each other. Non-allied males assert dominance by biting, jaw clapping, tail slapping, and mounting. The Brokeback kind. Remember, it's Ocean Oz out here. To be fair, that's also how they play, and young male dolphins will actually practice on each other and take turns being the female long before they try it on a real one. And there's nothing wrong with that. Except dolphins have a nasty habit of projecting. I'm 99% sure the porpoises and manatee maimings were because both animals look like the babies of their own kind, which is pretty insane logic. Imagine someone on trial for running over the vertically deficient, only for their main defense to be that they thought it was a child. Porpoises and sea blimps aren't the only ones catching strays. Since 2022, more than 45 people have been attacked while swimming in Fukui, Japan, leaving many with broken bones and bites. And it's believed these attacks were carried out by one male Indo-Pacific bottlenose dolphin. And it's been said the reason for this one-man dolphin demon campaign? Horny. Scientists think this dolphin is sexually frustrated and lonely and is taking it out on the humans around him. And the scariest part, there's a good chance he's only playing. Because if a 9-foot, several hundred-pound flesh missile wants you dead, you're simply dying. People say the rogue dolphin will often swim up to people and try to press his pink sword against them, which is actually the same way dolphins in an alliance act. So he's really just acting out natural behaviors, but on people, only to lash out when they don't respond. He's not the only one. As you know, I went to the Cayman Islands earlier this year, and you'd think the most dangerous part would be me getting intimate with a stingray. It was actually me swimming in the same waters as Stinky. Stinky was a lone male dolphin infamous for trying to violate divers that meet his eye. One victim, Michael Mays, recounted how he and his wife were snorkeling and enjoying Grand Cayman when the menace named Stinky showed up. Michael tried warning his wife before Stinky charged her, slamming into her repeatedly. Someone should have warned Michael that he was what Stinky was after, as a dolphin attempted to dork Mike in front of his own wife. And you know dolphins don't discriminate, with both Jessica Alba and Demi Moore seeing just what happens when a dolphin decides to go on booty warrior timing. In fact, one dolphin's impulses likely ruined the man's life. Alan Cooper was an animal rights activist who also became close with a dolphin named Freddie. Not that close. Who we actually met in the wild, but was now living in Flamingo Land. Except one day, Alan swam with Freddie, and bystanders watched and swore that Alan was getting handsy with the dolphin, and he would end up getting accused of going Rocky Balboa on little Freddie. Papers called him a dolphin diddler, and it went all the way to court. Whole time, all that really happened was Freddie got a little too homosexual and wrapped his prehensile trouser tongue around Alan's arm. Even with the case thrown out, Freddie's freak-off was a stain that largely derailed Cooper's career and killed almost any chance he'd ever have of being taken seriously. Yeah, there's a reason why legends say that Amazon river dolphins will shapeshift into men at night and impregnate young women before changing back in the morning. Dolphins are like the chimps of the sea, but where chimp society revolves around violence, dolphindom is centered around getting their rocks off. The dolphins can be just as dangerous as any wild animal. Pretty privilege makes you forget it's a hyper-intelligent pack-hunting super predator that could fold you 7 ways to Sunday if they wanted. And no dolphin showed that more than Chiao. Chiao was a male bottlenose dolphin that showed up in São Sebastião in Brazil in the mid-90s, where he was popular for his friendliness around humans, especially women, to the point where he started to see other male humans as a threat, and this time he wasn't playing. By December 1994, Chiao had sent nearly 30 people to the hospital, including one case where he attacked 2 men, breaking one's ribs and killing the other. So as you can see, dolphins commit atrocities against the world around them, against humanity as a whole, and even against their own kind. But do you know what actually makes them evil? It's not rhetorical, because there isn't anything I've said about this wombfish that something in nature doesn't also do. Yeah, dolphins wake up feeling like Jordan. So do lions, hippos, and zebras. That's 3/4 of the cast of Madagascar. Yeah, dolphins do the unspeakable with fish, but I've seen chimps get downright deplorable with a frog. Chimps will also murk rival children and then turn them into lunch meat. Yeah, dolphins are basically eternal erections, but penguins are so deviant they traumatize the researcher. First seals have been seen defiling penguins, and speaking of seals, researchers have documented mateless male sea otters breaking baby seals with no approval. The point isn't to pass the buck to someone else's favorite animals, that these animals are just trying to survive. Dolphins are just that much better at it. If other animals could, they would. Hell, we can, and we have. Early cavemen also cannibalized human children, and meal prepping brains was somewhat regular. And before you judge otters and penguins, in 2022, 4 men were arrested for the crime of assaulting an endangered monitor lizard. And no amount of wordplay will let me talk about what people did to Pony the orangutan. Just know, if I can't speak on it, it must be bad. I mean, if you believe in alternate realities and that art mirrors life, then you also believe that somewhere in the universe, there's a dolphin with a snapback and a tiny mic talking about how humans are the spawn of Satan behind a green screen of this guy. Morality is really a social construct, and I think dolphins were just smart enough and just cute enough for us to move the goalposts and judge them by human standards. Then I think people be trying to correct all the shark slander, which is probably a crazy thing to hear from the same guy that made this. Here's my thing. Everything I said dolphins do in this video is true, at least to my knowledge. But when I'm calling them a sea diddy or a water Weinstein or Satan's 9-foot hate boner, we call that a sentence enhancer. Especially when I'm calling something a homicidal threat to national security, kind of a what you say, not how you say it. Am I backpedaling? I don't think so. I mean, I love animals. I don't want you to watch my videos and go drop kicking otter, or pray chimpanzees go extinct, or hate dolphins. I don't even hate dolphins for real. There's also the whole overcorrection thing. I feel like there's 2 ways people see animals. There's a Disney side, the side that told people elephants think we're puppies, and the side that convinced Buddy this was a good idea. And then you got the side that would legitimately sleep better at night if Thanos would have had beef with dolphins. The thing is, both sides can get the animal put on a shirt. Bad PR almost got sharks and wolves wiped out. At the same time, Freya the walrus had to get put down.
Fucked up what they did to Fred the walrus. Fuck yeah, man. I'm gonna take a break. My back fucking with. I'll be back in a second, man. This shit got me fucked up, man. Goddamn, pulled something in my damn back.